Each state has its own birds, but some have more than others. From the southwest to the southeast, here are the 5 states with the highest amount of bird species and endemics. Make sure to stick around to the end to find out if your state is number 1. 5. Florida. With pristine beaches, enormous pine forests, and the Everglades, it's no surprise that Florida is on this list. In fact, over the years, 539 bird species have been reported, with some even being from Antarctica. If you ever happen to be in Florida, habitats that you should visit are wetlands with their ibises, herons, and egrets, coastal areas with their large amounts of plovers, sandpipers, terns, gulls, herons, and of course the endangered piping plover, pine forests and other wooded areas with their red-cocked woodpecker and scrubjay, and finally grasslands and prairies with caracaras and a variety of sparrows. In terms of endemics, Florida really only has one, the Florida scrubjay, but the red-cocked woodpecker comes really close with little range outside Florida, as does the limpkin, which can be found exclusively in Florida and the USA, but doesn't qualify as its range expands down much of South America. 4. New Mexico. The only reason that New Mexico is even on this list is probably its southern border with Mexico, which allows it to add quite a few Mexican specialty birds to its life list. Unsurprisingly, New Mexico only tops Florida by about 13 species, and may even have Florida beat it in the future. Habitats with the highest bird diversity in New Mexico are desert and desert scrub, with many specialized arid species, riparian woodlands with birds that require woods like quails, flycatchers, grosbeaks, and tallahs, high elevation coniferous forests with birds like red-faced warblers and Mexican chickadees, and finally grasslands with species like greater roadrunners and burrowing owls. Lastly, New Mexico has no true endemic species, though a few may come close to it. 3. Arizona. A neighbor of New Mexico, this state is even higher on this list, as it gains quite a few species from both California and Mexico. As a result, it boasts a total of 570 reported bird species as of January 2022, and a few almost endemics, such as the Arizona woodpecker, cactus wren, and gilded woodpecker. Prime habitats to visit in Arizona are also riparian forests, deserts, and high-altitude pine stands, like in New Mexico. 2. Texas. With its huge size, wide variety of habitat, border with Mexico, and strategic location as a land bridge for many migratory birds, Texas, unsurprisingly, has a total of 664 reported bird species. In fact, more than half of Texas's reported species are migratory birds, resulting in an approximate 2 million birds flying for Texas each year. Prime times to go birding in Texas are spring and fall, with pine woods, coastlines, marshes, deserts, prairies, and areas around the Rio Grande River being places with high bird biodiversity. Texas, despite its large amount of bird species, has no true endemics, though the golden-cheeked warbler, an endangered bird that only breeds in central Texas's mature juniper oak woodlands, comes closest, wintering in parts of Mexico. 1. California. With over 680 bird species, or more than 2/3 of all birds in North America, California is an absolute bird hotspot. Prime habitats to visit in California are coastal wetlands with herons, terns, and shorebirds, coniferous forests with a good amount of rare woodpeckers, grasslands and oak woodlands with sparrows, meadowlarks, and warblers, chaparral and coastal sage scrub with wren, tits, thrashers, and other unique species, and deserts and high-altitude habitats with species such as nutcrackers, goldfinches, warblers, and conodors. Lastly, California has several endemic birds, with the California conodor, yellow-billed magpie, California scrubjay, and oak titmouse being just a few. In summary, California is the most bird-diverse state, followed by Texas, Arizona, New Mexico, and Florida. Please tell me in the comments below if you happen to live or have birded in one of these states. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, share, and like.